not going to talk crap about it. What is going on, guys? Happy Thursday. It is our last trading day of the week, but it's going to be a good one. I like the setups that we have here. There's a lot of stuff going on here tonight. We're going to go over it. Nene, what's up, man? Jan, what's up? Sydney, what's good? We got the whole crew. So, the good thing about there not being a lot of movement in the market yesterday is that we did consolidate and build some great support and resistance zones. What's up, David? How are you? Hope you're having a good day, man. We had a decent trade this morning. It was helpful. Helpful towards this rough week. But we did have a decent one this morning that was nice. Earlier today. But there's a couple charts that I really want to go over tonight that I like a lot. We finally got some movement through New York, through London into New York today. A little bit of movement. On some of these pairs, not so much, because this is the 4 hour. But you certainly did have some movement on other pairs. This was the trade that we got in earlier today. If you're still holding it, because it never went back to break even, you're about 34 pips in profit. So, but yeah, a lot of these charts consolidated, which is not necessarily a bad thing, especially on the 4 hour here. I like Euro, JPY, and GJ. These are the two charts that I really like tonight. They haven't broken the low in quite some time, so your low zone right here. They haven't broken this low in, let's take a look here, 7 days. So it's a week of consolidation. Now that may mean that we also see nothing through the rest of the week, or we can look to possibly target this upside here now that we've settled to this level. We haven't surpassed this key level since March 11th of 2026. So you do have a couple weeks of resistance here. So I don't know if we necessarily want to hop in it until we get a little break and retest. But again, this is the 4 hour right here. We could see this reject and come back down from this key level up here. So we're going to watch this one. I certainly do like this chart for some potential, but we don't have enough information yet to tell if we're going to get in a buy or sell. So Euro JPY, you can't even tell I switched charts there. Pretty much the same damn chart if you look at it here. Consolidating at a key level, which we've drawn out here. You've got your key level right here. Consolidating and consistently rejecting it. We may see it push toward this upside, which if it does retest the local highs here, 58 pips. So 58, 59 pips. That's going back 30 days. So that's like a monthly high right there. So the question is, are we going to pop up and try and test this monthly high, or are we driving back down? You're giving it until what? What is 20? 805 or 705? What is it right now? Yeah. 17. Yeah, 20 is 1 hour from now. Got you. Again, the hour charts very similar on both pairs. But we're going to keep going through some more pairs here and see what we got going on. What's up, Andrew? What's up, Adele? How are you today? Euro CHF I don't really like at all, to be quite honest with you. Not really liking it at all. We're going to get rid of that one. GBP CHF, same thing. None of them really. Yeah, you're at a pretty high resistance here. I mean, pretty strong right there. Essentially, we should see this fall down because it's not breaking. The bull flag isn't breaking. It tried. This was your bull flag, and it tried to break it right here and just absolutely wicked right back into the zone to just keep consolidating in this area. So, with that being said, we're going to have to take a look at that. However, the last 2 hours are bullish. There is an uptrend confirmed here. We don't have a reversal at a key point, though, because this would be the reversal at the key point to come back down that way. Spoofy. CHF kind of the same thing here, guys. Really not too much. You're kind of in between zones. Even if we were to draw one down here, if this could move up, that would be fantastic. I like the hour movement there. 4 hour, same thing. Pretty strong rejection point here. CHF could look like a buy to us tonight. 1, 2, 3, spanning over the time of 6 days and 20 hours, so essentially a week. So this one's got a week's worth of rejection. That's something that we can look at to take buys here. And if we were, we just want to see it get up to this zone. So you're looking at 15, 41, and 59 pips is really all you'd be looking for there. That's all I could see us getting out of that. Euro AUD is just climbing. I mean, you have a zone in between right here. So if you were to draw that out toward here, draw this one out fully. Yeah, I mean, you could see it come up through. You had the break of the bull flag, if you will, way back here. And then it came down and tested again. Now it's going. Will we see it fill this zone tonight for possibly 65 pips? We may. It is certainly on an uptrend, and all its technicals are buys. So it's definitely something that we could possibly see. Just not 100% sure yet what we're going to get. Moving on. GBP/NZD just continued on our channel through here. I'll go the 4 hour. Continued on our channel here. Our next zone is way up here. Pretty high from where we're at. We'd have to really see it break through this and retest to keep going. But also, if you were to extend this out, you're kind of at the top of it. So if we were to extend the channel out here, you certainly could see that this comes back down. What's up, Miguel? How you doing today? What's going on, brother? Euro NZD absolutely blew through everything that we had. I'm going to go ahead and delete all this since it clearly has gone through. Just doing, man. I feel you. Move these out. And we're looking at... Where's our next zone here? So we broke. Our next zone is not until up here. It's actually a really solid zone too, because it was a support right here, and then it broke structure, and then it was a resistance right here. We have definitely broken structure toward the upside here. But now we just got to figure out if we're actually going to keep continuing that way or if we're going to get some rejection. But that's a bullish chart if I've ever seen one. Extremely. We're going to go through a couple more. I already like the charts that I like. Oh, man, this thing blew through too. NZD USD sells went right through. We could see that finish off. A break of the lows here would be this kind of break of the lows right there with a retest. Let's pull up the indicator here just to see what we got. Ooh, that's a nice retest there. That's a nice break and retest there, guys. If we can maintain this selling pressure, this could be a potential sell here on NZD USD. Smaller candles, big wicks, rejecting the EMA ribbon. You'd be looking at, well, obviously your one would be here. Great Horseman. What's up, Super 8? Only way to find out is going back to the future. That's funny. But yeah, if we were to look at some zones here, check out where we had some resistance. That's what we'd be looking at for take profits on that chart. So, just to draw it up here. That would be the highest that we'd want it to go there, really. That's what we'd be looking at right there for that one. That's, again, NZD USD sells. Which indicates that the dollar is indeed still bullish. The rest of these charts, though, I'm not really a fan. This one's right in between the zone. I know we had this marked up from the other day. Euro GBP sells. We had this marked up the other day. I just don't love trading in the gray area right here between two major support and resistance zones up here. You know, this consolidation is kind of just not really it, in my opinion. The rest of these are just kind of dodgy, man. What's that? AUD USD dropped below. AUD USD certainly dropped below. Your next zone is... Ooh, that's a sketchy one. Yeah, we're staying away from that too. USD JPY with the massive wick earlier today. See, now that looks like it might be rejecting. You got 1, 2, 3 points of resistance here. All confirmed. $40 pips to the way down there. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different things you can look at here, but, and then the GBP USD trade. Yeah, it was a weird spike for sure. I do like buys on this chart, GBP USD. So we marked this chart up yesterday because we had the break of structure right here. After this channel had been intact for so long. The channel had been intact for quite some time. But if we can get some upward momentum here, this could be a really good buy if we're rejecting this zone. And they just love throwing the mads in. Yeah, I didn't trade market open today on the New York session. I waited a little bit. We didn't get in till... What time did we get in today? What time did we get in that trade today, gentlemen? We got in that trade today at 12:48. No. Sorry, 11:02 a.m. Yeah, we waited a while after market open to get into anything. But we have our setups for tonight, then that's for sure. We definitely have our setups on what we're looking for. I'm gonna actually go ahead and delete. You know what we're gonna do here? We're gonna do something a little bit different. Ha! There you go. Could go either way. But this is the zones that we're looking at. You don't need to put the potential take profits because we're already going to know if it happens. We will be looking at getting in, but there's your zones there that we need to break. Your low or your high for us to get in one of these. Mr. Dope Smokes, BTC, we're going for 65.7 all the way to 84. Pump back down to 58K locked in. You love your Bitcoin, man. Loves a Bitcoin. Let's look at this. What this 1 hour's doing here on these charts. Just absolute brutal. Look at this. I mean, 3 days, if you count just when it came above. Yeah, of course it is. It's high risk, high reward. Two days straight on that line. Again, just massive consolidation. I mean, from top to bottom, you only have 25 pips here from top to bottom. Yeah, man, I mean, it's just not worth the red folder hold. As you guys know, it could go either way. Like, the red folder hold is a dangerous game to play with. It is dangerous. Why is this? There we go. GBP USD buys is the only one I like. We're going to wait and see, though. Anybody else trade anything this morning? Niels, what's up, man? How are you? Hope you're having a good day. I talk crap about anyone else.
You probably know Vistaprint for business cards, but did you know we print banners and signs?
Euro USD today, but it was a drag early afternoon. Niels, we're looking at a couple. GBP USD, Euro JPY, GJ, CHF JPY. Just kind of waiting to see what happens here. Again, we've been consolidating for just so long, guys. I mean, this consolidation pattern is just brutal. I don't. Yeah, that was my reel. I got a notification, so I was looking at what the what the kid said on it. He's just talking shit. But it's normal. Oh, nice, Neil. There you go. Jan, you traded EU sells this morning? Looks like you and Miguel both did. EU sells. Where is EU at? What the hell is that? You guys hear that noise too? Oh, you guys see exactly what I trade on my signals. 100%. I don't trade outside of what my signals are. Like, I know a lot of people do that. I only trade what I send out. I'm not like taking trades on the side. So, as long as you're in the free Discord, you're getting my trades. But Euro USD, yeah. I mean, if you sold that, what, this morning? Yeah, around 8 a.m. That's some good sells. But yeah, I don't like EU. I mean, maybe for a sell again. Because you have this really nice break of structure here. If we can reject this and continue down and break these lows right here, if we could break those lows and get another rejection there, I would love to take a sell there, but there's just no volume on that pair. It's about the same as GBP USD though. Just kind of combing through the charts here. I mean, NZD USD does look really good. We need some rejection candles here. And hopefully some volume. Volume is so light right now. It is so light right now. What's Bitcoin doing? No, broke below that zone there. We might see 67. Oh, shouldn't say that. 60. Yeah, 67. Great Bush, what's up? What a name there. What's going on? How are you? Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, he's just having lunch. Think they'll get off in 35 minutes. But we'll see. We got a couple things to look at here. Bitcoin does look bearish, though. Like, extremely. Thanks, Great Bush. You too. Last night got busy after we got off. Man, I saw absolutely no movement on any of the charts we were looking at. We're at... So 24 hours ago? That's 24 hours ago. On this chart, we had a total of 61 pips up or down. Pretty much consolidating, but you could have made some money there. This one, if you go back to 19, that's the 24th. You gotta go to 19 here. That's your candle right there. This one had a total of 27, 29, 60 something pips. I just didn't like any setups last night. The consolidation was brutal.
Granger knows that as the procurement coordinator.
And I've been watching, I mean, pretty much everyone's saying the same thing. I mean, there's a consensus in the trading community right now that price action is booty cheeks this week. Absolutely buns. Looks like a decent candle coming in here. If we get this rejection on the 15, we could look to take sells on NZD USD. The volume is really just not there. I really would love to see 10, 20K in volume. Obviously, 30 to 50K would be better, but it is Friday in Asia. It is Friday in Asia. See what we get here. We got a new 15-minute candle here in 15 seconds. Have you guys seen those things on TikTok that are like little guns that blow air? And you like clean the inside of your PC with it? I bought one on TikTok Shop to like clean my desk off. It doesn't clean any dust. If that dust has been there for a little bit, it ain't going anywhere, even on the highest setting. But it was an impulse buy. I was like, oh man, this thing will be great. I'll just blow off my desk, take my PC glass off, blow out the inside of it. Nope. It was like 20 bucks, man. I'll just keep it. Because it did come with like a bunch of little attachments here. It's got like a brush and like a longer one. And like the brush one, I feel like would definitely be useful if you were like cleaning a keyboard. Like blowing it and kind of cleaning the keyboard. But my keyboard's flat, man. I don't like big keyboards. My keyboard's just flat like a MacBook keyboard. I don't like thick keyboards with big clickety-clackety. I know some people love that noise. I just can't stand it. Probably because I grew up on MacBooks, you know? Once you go Mac, you tend to not go back, except for when it comes to this bad boy PC right here. I was just scrolling in bed. I got that, and nice. Yeah, those Apple ones are good. I bought a bunch of other stuff too. I don't know if you guys saw those sweatsuit things. They're like it's like a hoodie and a matching pair of shorts that are like all fleece. Yeah, I bought like 3 of those. Probably not the best purchase going into summer here in Florida. You know, all fleece outfit, but hey. I feel like the hassle of returning a $20 purchase is just more than... It's not worth my time. Euro JPY still hovering. These hour candles doing anything? Oops. Mission Crowny, what's up, man? David's got one too. Yeah, the volume is absolute booty cheeks. We're going to see what happens here. The only thing with any volume right now is gold. And Euro AUD, GJ, and Euro JPY is the only thing above 10K volume. I'm telling you, I genuinely think that traders are scared right now. Not think, I know. I talked to like 10 or 15 different people over the past 3 days that are all in this space, and they've all said the same thing. They're like, yeah, man, we're sitting. We're sitting. And the problem with that, not problem, is that there's people that are addicted to the charts. And people that genuinely just want to trade, like regardless of the setup. And I understand that. I've totally been there before. But if there's nothing there, there's nothing there. You know, forcing a trade, you might as well just go play blackjack. If you want it that bad. They're hammering me with the ads today on this 12-hour live stream music I normally use. Yep, volume is booty cheeks, that's for sure. This is probably going to retest that ribbon, that 25-day EMA before it comes back down, would be my guess. Even that AUD JPY trade is probably going to come up before it comes back down. I will say, guys, total transparency, absolutely brutal week. Brutal week. I'm down over 10 grand this week. Even with the small wins we've had, I'm down over 10 grand this week. Just gonna have weeks like that, but such is life when you're a trader. See what happens at 8. See if we get any movement. Because we're not getting any volume coming in right now. GBP USD has been at 5K for the past hour and a half. Just for the past, just not getting much. Let's look at some higher time frames here. Yeah, even your days, like your day charts here. Your day chart has had a total of 62 pips for 3 days, guys, on the highest volume pair in the Asian session the last 3 days, actually. The last 3 days has had a total movement of 61.6 pips. Sorry, that's actually... yeah, that's insane. 61 pips on an entire day candle. I mean, typically what we're used to seeing is things like this, where you've got, entire day candles that are giving you 200 pips. And a candle giving you 127 pips. Even the smaller candles here giving you 88 pips. But these right here, we just got to figure out if we're gearing up to absolutely blow, or is this these tweezer tops right here, this is just creating a wick to come back down at the bottom of this day. Because that resistance is pretty strong, man. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of body closures under that. So, you know, when you look at it on an analytic lesson area, what's the most I've lost in trading? Oh boy. I've blown some really big accounts. About 5-6 years ago, I blew, wouldn't say blew, but I lost. I had an account that was at $275,000 that went down to 190. So I would say that's the biggest loss I've had. And that was brutal. That was a struggle. Yeah, that sucked. That sucked a lot. It happens though. I mean, here's the thing: you shouldn't be trading with money that you're not willing to lose. You know what I mean? Like if you got your life savings in your foreign exchange trading account, like we got problems, brother. You know what I mean? That was back when MetaTrader was allowed in the US. I was trading on MetaTrader back then. I'm sure you guys can still use MetaTrader overseas for all my overseas friends in here. You guys are still hopping on MetaTrader. There's like one guy I know in the United States that uses MetaTrader still, and I assume he's using a proxy or something or a broker that's unregulated overseas, probably. From the UK. Yeah. Yeah, they just don't like US traders, man. Yeah, MetaTrader 4 is good too. I've got them both on my phone. Great products, man. Awesome products, in my opinion. I think probably one of the best terminals, like trading terminals, ever. In my opinion, probably the best trading terminals to ever exist. Just simple, you know what I mean? Simple, but it has everything you need. And don't get me wrong, the one I use, Liquid Brokers, it's decent. It's pretty good. The reports are good. The analytics are good. The execution, the charts are good. But man, nothing feels like that old MetaTrader. Absolutely nothing feels like that old MetaTrader. I agree with you there, Zargus. I agree with you 100%. And sometimes those are the best softwares in the world. Like, for instance, in the golf industry, every single golf course uses pretty much Easy Suite. Easy Suite, which is the golf POS for your food and beverage or golf course. It all looks like it's from the 90s. It just looks like a clickable Excel spreadsheet. What's so special about it? I don't know. I just think it was the best software ever. The way that it shows on the screen, so like you've seen guys on YouTube use it and stuff, and I even have pictures on my Instagram of it. The layout of it and the actual app itself is just the best. I can't even get into it other than a broker and sign in with your account. But it has your journal, your charts, because it allowed your broker to connect to it. So almost every broker was connected to it. So you didn't have to use TradingView if you didn't want to. It was still used TradingView, but you can execute on MetaTrader with your broker. Technical analysis, in my opinion, other than TradingView. So you didn't have to go bounce between TradingView Premium and your broker. You can just do it all right there on MetaTrader. It had the best noises. When you got in a trade, when you had to take profit, it went ding ding ding. When you hit a stop loss, it went down. It was just the best software there is. I don't know why it's not available in the US. There was a time where they completely took it out of the App Store for US traders. Completely took it out of the App Store in America. Luckily, I still had it downloaded at the time. But I don't even think you can get MetaTrader 4 anymore. I don't even think you can. Let's check the old App Store here. I don't know. I know a Russian company at one time bought it. Heavily restricted due to regulatory non-compliance and enabling unregulated brokers high-risk unlicensed prop firm activity. Schubert, what's up, man? How are you? So, they terminated licenses and entities serving the U.S. in 2022 and 2023. But the main reason listed here is regulatory compliance and prop firms. Unregulated brokers, and then the App Store guidelines. In 2022, like I was saying earlier, Apple removed MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5 over failure to comply with Apple Store review guidelines following reports of scams returning after tighter control over licensed brokers was established. So it is back in there, but got to find a broker that'll allow you to use it. Henko Trade used to let me use it. I think that was the last company that I used on MetaTrader was Henko Trade. And Russian ties. Speculation existed regarding Russian ties to MetaTrader, which was one of the main reasons it was banned in the United States. So, kind of sucks, but I did love that platform. Yeah, what broker do you use? Great Bush. Schubert, did you have a good day trading there, man? Hopefully you did. We just got a new 15-minute candle, baby. NZD USD was the other one we were looking at. Holy rejection, Batman. 1x trade. Let's see. 1x trade. Global markets simplified for you. It says they have their own terminal here. They don't advertise MetaTrader on here, which is surprising because typically that's a great sell. Yeah, Adam remembers. I'm not going crazy here. This is a thing. Let's see here. Quick withdrawals, fast execution, same bullshit everybody posts. Let's see here. Oh, they are definitely, they're based out of, where is that? TBILSI, Georgia. TBILSI, Georgia. Where is that? Is that in the United States? Nope, it's not. It's the largest city in Georgia, located along the Kura River at the intersection of Europe and Asia. At 20? I would assume you're talking about this. I think there was some European news today. No, there really wasn't. The only thing was at 8:30 in the morning you had the only thing was at 8:30 in the morning you had your USD unemployment claims. That was it. That's all I'm seeing. There was no other red folder news on uh for us at least. Nothing that I see. Typically Forex Factory has everything too, so it looks like a decent broker. I wouldn't really know anything about it without like opening an account and actually using it because they can advertise all they want and say what they want, but until you use it, you know, they've got ultra low latency execution, professional trading tools, trade with the leverage using trading view. Ah, really? 1x trade? Let's see. See if that's true. Oh, 8 p.m. yesterday? I don't see it on here. That's annoying. Sorry, guys. I'll turn that off. Smart stop loss and take for. They do have a lot calculator, so that's cool. Having your own lot calculator is always a good thing to have. Standard account, expert account, institutional account. So on the expert account, they all give you 1 to 500 leverage, which is decent. 0 pip spreads if you deposit 10K or more. So that's nice. It happens there, Schubert. Yeah, I just searched it. I mean, look, it looks decent, but until you actually use them and like use them yourself and experience it, I'm not switching anytime soon unless some broker offers me a ridiculous deal. But I really like liquid brokers. They're the best I've used to date. By far. Plus, you got to make sure you're using an A broker, not a B broker. We've talked about the importance of that before. What's gold doing? Fucking consolidating. We got 7 minutes left in this candle. See if lunchtime's over. Yeah, Andrew, they are good. That's who I use. Most people in this chat are actually using it too. We may get a candle closure above the CMA ribbon here on the Euro JPY chart. We may indeed. And to the top, to the next zone here, 8 pips, 22 pips. Could see if it comes up to retest that. But it's been just getting rejected nonstop right here. Absolute brutal rejection. Have you used them before, Andrew? AUDJPY is getting some volume. Should we sell this bad boy again?
I'm still getting used to that.
Could sell this sucker again. I just didn't like that your next zone is really like right here. Like the most you're gonna get out of this, in my opinion, is 22 pips, which isn't bad. Not a bad move at all. I think the most you'd get out of it is 22 pips. Looking at it on the 5. Ooh, it's flipping upwards. 5 minutes got a slight uptrend there. If we can get a nice break and retest on this line right here, that would be a good sell. I did like this chart on the hour, but it didn't break the previous high. So it looks like it could have been, you got 2 options here. So this could be one of these, or this could just be a complete rejection of this area again, and we may see this zone right there. On which chart there, Schubert? 110, what is that? GJ or USDJPY? What chart are you looking at? Oh, you're looking at AUDJPY. Got you. AUDJPY 110,203. Yeah, that's right above where we had this one. Yeah, 110,203 right here. Essentially our TP3 from yesterday's trade. Yes, or from this morning's trade. Yeah, I see that. Just want to see what this hour does. If we bring any volume in, some selling power, some buying power, anything other than what we have right now. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I figured based off the numbers. I just had to click through the charts there. Just had to click through them. Tomorrow or tonight, you got GBP news at 3 a.m. Yeah, if it gets there is key. You got 3 a.m. news for the Great British Pound. Retail sales month over month. It's expected to be bad, is what they're saying. That it's not going to be good for the currency. Now, theoretically, that means any GBP pairs should be going down with the primary pair as GBP. However, we all know that a red folder does not necessarily have any sort of sensible movement most of the time. You're in a sell on EJ since yesterday. It just took a bunch of wicked candles from brutal. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, even if you look at the 4 hour there, yeah, there's some wicked candles up here. Still, on the 4 hour, it looks like a good buy. You're in Euro AUD. Hopefully a buy. I would imagine so. Yeah, a buy up to, what do you got, another 60 pips? Yep, 58 pips to the next zone. That could pan out. That could certainly pan out. On the 4 hour chart, probably would hold for a little bit there. It's settling down on top of this, it's settling down right here. It's been consolidating for what? 7 hours on that zone right here. But yeah, EJ chart is. Just would love to see it actually do something. Yeah, they are. No joke. DXY is not really doing much either. Yeah. All right. New hour. New hour, new me, right? 4 more minutes. Andrew's got 4 minutes until he just says, see ya for the week. Well, for the day. For the week for us, though, we don't trade Fridays. Not a big fan of Fridays. I'm going to give it till 8:15-ish. See if we get any kind of movement. That GBP USD chart that we liked did nothing.
So you want to start a business?
Holy commercials. AUDJPY. Hey, there you go, Andrew. Smart man. Smart man there. I'm glad to hear that. It's not worth it, man. Everyone dumps positions. Everyone just is dumping positions on Fridays. Yeah, to each his own, man. I'm glad you agree with me there. That's 2 things we agree on, Andrew. I think I like you. No Fridays and prop firm suck. At least you guys know you'll never catch me promoting a prop firm link. Oh, we're getting some downward movement. Euro GBP could be taking a turn toward the downside. Rejection on the hour. Previous low broken right here. Kind of continued upward. Still just consolidating like a mother. From bottom to top for almost 2 days, a day and a half, you have had a total of 25 pips of movement. Just absolutely ripping. Brutal. 25 pips in 2 days. Man, there was a time where you were getting 25 pips in 10 seconds, 20 seconds. So much uncertainty in the economy right now that it is just brutalizing these markets, making them impossible to trade right now. Not possible, but just a little rougher than normal. Of course, NZD opened up bullish on the hour when we were looking for sells. A nice wick down would be lovely. I don't blame you, Andrew. Thanks for joining, brother. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Anything any of you guys are looking at, speak up now. Because I've showed you the two I'm looking at, and the volume is just unreal terrible. I think NZD USD sells are really the only thing. Disc golf. Nah, man, I don't play that shit. I know a lot of people like it. I just can't get into it. I'd rather just play real golf. So, what was that? NZD USD and Euro JPY. No, not Euro JPY, sorry. NZD USD and AUD JPY. That's about it. And AUD JPY's got some. Here we go. AUD USD. Looking for that retest? It's the same chart. It is the exact same chart. AUD JPY and AUD USD. Except one's got the confirmation already. Yeah, I mean, if this rejects this area, you're golden there, Miguel. You get that rejection? Yoink! Unless you're looking at buys. It's broken even below this. Your next zone is low. Your next zone is really low. That's your next zone. $29 pips, 30 pips. NZD USD. I like the NZD USD one the most. NZD USD and AUD JPY. I know we already sold AUD JPY once today, but some good rejection there. Sells, yeah, that's what I figured. NZD JPY. I don't even think I have that pair on here. Oh, yes, I do. Same chart. It's the same chart. There's your low. There's your high. Here's your smaller zone. And we can look at it without this. It's pretty obvious there. Yeah. Where is the next zone is the next question. Oh, I've already got it marked way down here. So you look at that, you got it's a good looking chart too. You got dojis everywhere. What? Possibly 20 pips. Crate bush. Yeah, I think the only two that I really would consider is probably NZD USD and AUD JPY. But even then, I would like to see... Here, let me delete these take profits. Make it less... clear up this chart a little bit. I would like to see it break that. Because that's our low right there. You know what I mean? I'd want to see it break that. And then same with NZD USD. That TP1 right there is... You could certainly sell it to that for a quick scalp there. For 10 pips on, like, let's go to, like, the 5-minute here. Ooh. Ooh, that's a nice rejection there. That's a nice rejection there. Still waiting for candle closure below the EMA ribbon, but realistically, for any sort of real movement other than, you know, the 10 pips there, I want to see it break that. From there to there's 15. If you went on a sell now, from where it's at right now to TP2, 25 pips. Bottom of the zone's obviously a lot more. Could look for 45. And then AUD JPY. Just completely sucked back up. We'll watch these 15-minute charts here. See if we maintain some rejection. Because that would be nice if we could. Getting some on this NZD USD. We're at 10K. The only other chart with volume is GBP AUD, Euro AUD, and Euro JPY like normal. Ooh, that's a nice little rejection candle there. Let's see that bad boy close bullish and break these highs right here. The 184.261. Could look to take buys up for what, 22 pips? Roughly 21 to 24 pips. That would be like our TP1 area right there. Pretty much right there. Solid rejection though. GBP USD is doing the opposite. Just what odd movement.
Working across teams is tough, but Asana helps you handle it.
No Jose tonight, huh? Or Sydney. Oh, Adele, there you are. Schubert's out. See you, Schubert. Have a good night. He's on VIP. What is that? Oh, in the chat. Oops. There we go. You're right. He is. Anything that I thought I saw I wanted tonight, guys, this is really the only thing I'd be looking at is NZD USD sales. That's it. I'm going to put an alert right here. If we can break these lows, how many pips is it to there? It is 8 pips. Yeah, I'm not worried about 8 pips. So, all right, we're going to put an alert right there. And I'm going to put, call it possible selling point. Point, not pint. Not pint. That's the only thing I like. And it's rejected that fair value gap key zone very well there. But that's the only thing I like. But I would wait to have it cross this. WTI cash -1. What is that? What is that? Oh, is that a broker? Are you talking about WTI crude oil? I don't know, man. If I were to trade oil, I would just trade oil. Like oil USD or oil USDT.P. Those are fun. The perpetual contracts. I guess I've just never heard anyone call it that. But I see why you said that, though. It says it right there. Yeah, I just... It's in a squeeze, man. Everything's in a squeeze right now. Where they've went up, they went down, and there's just squeezing. Oil falls on Trump pausing attacks on Iran's energy sector. That was posted 9 minutes ago. Yeah, I know. I know. I love trading. Honestly, one of my favorite things to trade still is Pepe perpetuals. Pepe perpetuals and Doge coin perpetuals. Those are fun. But yeah, oil's falling. So that was posted 10 minutes ago. Got some big news next week. That's your 15-minute chart. You thinking it's going to retrace back down to there for 4% drop to 1.5 to a 4% drop? Yeah, Doge Purpose Fund. I like that one. Oh, hey, look what we got here. Look what we got here. On NZD USD. Nice rejection there. Euro JPY is just out for tonight. Yeah, I see what you're saying there. I don't trade it like that. But yeah, it's not a bad analysis there at all. I see what you're saying though. Are we going to get a sell signal right here? I'm going to get a sell signal in 3 minutes. What are we going to catch here? Problem is, yeah. I don't want to get in until it breaks this low. I wouldn't want to get in until here. Personally. The 4 looks like a solid... Yeah, the 4 hour really just... it really tested it. Oops. She's dropping for sure. Both of them are. Nice. We got a break on that AUD JPY one. There might be something here. AUD USD looks good too. GJ's garbage. CHF JPY's garbage. Euro NZD's garbage. Euro GBP, no. And GBP USD is actually going the other way. AUD JPY chart looks good, guys, but here's not really, but here let's map out what we'd be looking at here. Drop it to the hour time frame here. What we'd be looking at for take profits. Right there. Right there. And then you could give yourself the bottom there. Really, it could go lower. Right there. And then right there. That's going to be... This is realistically right there, too. That's going to be your chart right there. I'd go a lot tighter on the stop loss, though. Like, that is the stop loss I'd be using. So, 1 to 3. 35 pip stop loss, very typical. We're typically right around that. 35, 36 pip stop loss. Here's your zones. So your consolidation, then your break. Retest was like right here of the smaller zone where it consolidated right here. Could see this drive down. This is just pure price action. I mean, this is not anything crazy. This is just pure watching candlesticks and looking at the way the market's moving. Market structure and price action. We can get rid of this and do all that same thing. Your zone, your zone. Your lows are right here. Your break and retest. And this is certainly something we can see. You might get some retracements around here, but and it's at 20K. 20K volume. So volume's coming in. See what this 15-minute candle does. The only other thing to think about here is that we are 30 minutes out of a 4-hour candle. That would be the only other thing that would make me hesitate. Good movement there.
Since adding 4 cool meals into my weekly routine.
Nice 15-minute candle there. NZD USD went right back up. Not good. Euro JPY still hovering. And GJ, CHF, Euro NZD, all hovering. AUD JPY is the only one with the potential here right now, based on our system here. AUD JPY. We got what, 2 minutes? Let's check here. We got 1 minute and 15 seconds. Nice if we can close below those lows. Good movement there. Really good movement. Technicals. All sells. 1 hour. 15 sells on the 1 hour. That's nice. Do we hold below this FEG or not? Does it hold? Is what we want to see. So we had the retest up here, right? We had this retest at this zone and the break. I think I'd want to wait for the retest of this before getting in. And on the higher time frames, it's got some room to move. Now that we've broken back here, the beginning of March, we now could touch zones that were in the first week of March, first couple days of March, all the way down to the last week of February. Jose, what's up, man? How are you? Hope you had a good day, brother. Oh, I feel you, man. Them inspections been running you around, huh? These fucking charts, man. This price action is just so bad. This is the only thing I like, guys. This is the only chart. So what I marked here is the low that I want to see it tap and then come up and retest. Because we're going into a 4 hour here.
On the U.S. Civil Rights Trail podcast, experts.
Bus and travel. This is AUDJPY. This is the only chart that I really like. Steam, one beam, 1,000 pounds to install. Opening up to a wall of device, a kitchen, a living room. Oh, that sounds like a lot of manual labor. But hey, get it done, man. Make sure you lift with your knees. Yeah, I'll let you know. Yeah, that's a lot of work. Skid steer helps. I drove a couple weeks ago. I drove an excavator and tore up some grass. It was actually a lot of fun. But what gets me is that it's opposite. So like up is down and down is up and left is right and right is left. I just never really understood why they do that, but what am I waiting for? A retest or for the 4 hour candle? I typically don't like entering this close to a 4 hour candle because what you see on the 4 hour candle, most of the time, a lot of the times, are pretty large wicks, right? So when you look at the 4 hour time frame and you look at historically what happens, when you look at it, see all these wicks, 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 wicks. It's very rare that you see a 4 hour candle not come up and create a wick. So being this close, 22 minutes away from a 4 hour candle, I'd rather get in at a better position if it's going to come up here and create a wick and go down. Granted, it's not many pips. 8 pips. Don't mind holding 8 pips drawdown stuff daily, but I'd like to see what happens here this close. You're only 20 minutes away. I'd really personally like to see it hit here and then retest and then go. So that's what I'm really waiting for. Does that make sense? like so. Good. I'm glad that makes sense.
Booking.com has stays for absolutely anyone.
Fucking ads, man. My goodness.
What a lively hotel.
Oh, trading for sure. I just have really, really good salary. Trading for sure, man. Shit, I mean, what was it, 3 weeks ago? Hold on, let me check real quick here. Yeah, 3 weeks ago, we had like 15 grand, 20 grand. I'm not making 15, 20 grand a month there. Made 20 grand in 1 week. We went for 207 pips with no losses. 5 very, very clean trades. 65 pips, 34 pips, 45 pips, 25 pips, 38 pips. The last 2 weeks haven't been as good. But going into the first quarter of the year, where quarter one's pretty much over. We got 5 days left in quarter one. And yeah, trading is much more. Strategy, we have 4 simple confirmations there. We need a confirmed trend, which is what we have here, a confirmed downtrend. We wait for a full candle closure below the EMA for it to break and retest that EMA ribbon. And we wait for a full candle closure below a fair value gap. And we take sells or buys based on that. Really just using key zones. Like, to break it down simpler, you take away all of that. That's just my indicator that I personally use that goes over those. But to make it more simple here, you have a key level here. You have a break of structure here. We retested the break of structure. We're dropping down. I want to see it retest the low. Here's the low. Yeah, that's pretty much what we're waiting for. But long story short, the strategy is simply support and resistance, break of structure, wait for it to retest the zone, and then sell it off. Conversely, the same thing, wait for it to retest and buy it up. It's really simple. There's a lot of different ways you can explain it, but it's just trading price action, market structure, understanding the way the market moves after it's rejected or tested key levels. Does that make sense? D-UR2JG. Tell you what, I love that hour candle. Hey, we just hit that point. We got our notification here. So we hit the low that we wanted to hit. Now we wait 12 minutes for this 4-hour candle. That noise scared the shit out of me, to be honest with you guys. I don't like that trading view noise that it makes when it hits one of your things there. Finally got some volume in these markets too. What a move. Nice. That's a good move there. Really liked that move. Still going. All right, if this next 15 minute could get us back up to here but close below the previous 15-minute high still, that's when we'll take the sell, baby. That is when we will take the sell. No fear of missing out here, guys. Just because a candle starts to move the way you like it doesn't mean you just automatically hop in. No need for that. All right, guys, what are we thinking here? I'm excited for this 4-hour candle. See, that's why we don't go in right away. We know we're going to get some pullback. We got 7 minutes and 50 seconds left here. Create a wick so we have something to fill. Oh, yeah, that day chart is just awesome. All right, we're going to watch this 4-hour, this 1 hour, this 15, and this 5 minute. See if we can get an alignment here to get in when this, at 9 o'clock here, 9:05. Pushing that TP1. All right, let's get in at a good price here. I got 4 minutes and 53 seconds. EJ? Yeah, I saw that was dropping. Nice. There you go.
Working across teams is tough.
There you
but
go. That's good to hear there, Mission Crowny. There you go. Suck back up. We're going to want to get in between, like, there and there. That's what I'm looking at for an entry. So somewhere between here and here would be ideal. Below this. Definitely below that. Oh, nice. Yeah, we crushed New York and London low and rejected it. Nice. That's a good sign as well. And I'm sure all the technicals are a sell. Strong sells. Yeah. Yeah. This is the breakdown we were looking for tonight. Yeah, come right back up into this area right here. Minute 40 seconds, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Some really solid movement there, though. Let's get it. About 16 passenger. So to the bottom of the zone, regardless of where we get in, which is this area, we could potentially see 75 pips by the morning. GBP news should not affect AUD or JPY enough to make a huge difference. We would move this, though. Because if we are to get in, it's going to be like that. Let's get rid of these yellow things. All right, so we're in our new hour. Let's see if this 15-minute... Oh, it just gave us a sell. Up there would be nice, but we may not get that. On the 4 hour here, we got almost no wick yet. So let's get a wick at about this 109.773 area. Let's get a wick halfway up into this fair value gap and get in. Again, not a huge difference. It's, we're talking about 10 pips, but 10 pips is 10 pips. I don't want to get all trigger fingery here, but this is a solid setup. We could just put sell stops right here. Halfway up this candle, put sell stops. But you run the risk of it never getting triggered. That's the only reason why I don't like buy stops and sell stops. shit. All right, we're going to give this to this 5-minute candle here. Yeah, we got what we wanted. It rejected. We're getting in this. All right. 110, 161. We're going to do this on the hour. I'm getting in this, guys. Send this out here. And if we go up, and if we go into any more drawdown, I'll enter a second position. Because I like this one a lot. Not over leveraging, just entering it. I'm only in for one position right now. We got in at 109,685. So 10,161. 10. All right, that's what we're looking at. Let's send this out now. Copy image. Boom. Sent, boys. Oh, boy. We are in it. All right, so take profit we put as take profit 109, 265. Possible $4,000. Possible loss $4,000. If we're just going to TP1. We're in it. I like what I'm seeing here. We'll move this up to say Adam Cross, we got an AUD sells. Alright, we're looking solid here. Sorry, didn't mean to have that over there.
GoDaddy knows growth, so let's grow your business. Start with a domain and unlock everything you need to scale, including a...
We are in it. Alright, let's take a look at this 5-minute here. Because if we don't get any rejection below this 5-minute at all to come back up and retest this fair value gap, I'm probably entering another position. We got 36 seconds to figure that out. Yeah, AUDJPY, Adam. Yes, sir. See on the 5 if we get a little bounce upward before it breaks the low. Yes, sir. AUDJPY sells. Re-entered. What was TP1? 109,504. 109,504. Change. Nice. All right. And one more. Ouch, that hurt. Oh, you're good, man. All good. Yeah, we may come up to retest here. Oops, that was a terrible line. This area right here. Because here's our... That's really all I can see it doing. Here. Fucker. Here. And that was our new high, our rejected low right there. That's what we're looking for, baby. Oh, excuse me. What does a 15-minute look like? 15-minute trying to come back up. We're going to see what this 15-minute does, and then we're going to let this thing ride through the night. Who's in this? Who that? Who in this? Kivy, what's up, man? How are you? What's going on? Good. Nice. David's in too? Awesome. Mission Crownie's in. Diruk is in. What do we got? 48 seconds until we get a new 15-minute candle. Look at these technicals, too. Strong 30 minutes, so. And the 4 hour is just coming up to create a baby little wick. All right, what did we get that 15-minute candle? Yes, we did. Yeah, I didn't know that, but that's cool that you're watching it from your TV. How does it look on your TV? Does it look good? This is our next re-entry point. If it gets up to there, we sell it again. Nice. That's pretty cool. Ah, fair enough. On your computer or on your phone? Oh, on your phone. If you said app, yeah. Fair enough. I don't care where you watch it. So I think actually helps the algorithm if you're watching it on your TV. Oh, PC. I got you. Nice. Yeah, reject that. Fuguf. Fuvuka. Fair value gap. Memory's expensive right now, man. I cannot believe how expensive memory is. What's up, Luke's? Luke's 2219. There's the rejection candle. Hope you're having a good day, Luke. Yeah, appreciate you joining, man. Good to see you. What do we think it's going to tap this EMA rib before dropping again? Another 5 pips and then a joink. What's that 4 hour look like? Yeah. It's AUDJPY there, Luke's. AUDJPY is the pair. Interesting. I didn't see that on any news forum. Oh, is it really? I don't see it on here. Sorry. Oh, yeah, probably because I was on the wrong day. Oh, no, I wasn't. Hmm. Oh, I just look at the folders. Oh, yeah, I see that. G7 Finance Ministries meeting. Yeah, I see what you're saying. 31 minutes ago. Regarding foreign exchange markets. What did it hit that 5-minute, right? Yeah, it did. Perfect little touch. I'll probably load up one more position here. Wait to see what happens here. What are we holding? Let's see here. 10. 10 pepperinos. We got a new 15-minute candle here as well. Oh, sorry guys. I was looking at my analytics here. There you go. That's back. Yeah, come on, big money. Yeah. I wish I could put actual music on that wasn't copyright free. But then it just gets flagged by YouTube and taken down, and the watch hours don't count. You out, Miguel? Have a good night, man. I'm certainly holding this bad boy. Yeah, I'm definitely holding this thing. See you, man. Have a good night. I gotta get to bed soon here, too. I gotta be up early for a doctor's appointment. But I want to see what happens here. You know what I wonder? Just joined. What's up, man? How are you? Looks like we're gonna get a love from Ghana. Thanks, man. Appreciate you joining. We watched this chart for like 2 hours before we ended up getting in. Holding a little bit of drawdown, but like I said, to be expected. We talked about exactly what we thought it was going to do. Ended up drawing down a little further, but that's okay. We just wanted to reject this key zone here and start driving back down. Check the 5-minute here. Yeah, it's just coming up to test that bad boy. What'd you say, Adam? Trads are doing what they're gonna do. Time for a refresher? What do you mean? Where's that session? New York session in Atlanta. I mean, here's the thing. I know it looks like a big number, but like it's not a lot of pips of drawdown. Yup. I mean, it's 18 pips of drawdown. Like, we're able to hold that. But yes, I see what you're saying now. Sit the Throne. Game of Thrones, great show, by the way. There's our new 5. Different kind of throne. Sitting in my red throne right now. It's gonna reject right here. She gonna come back down. Just be patient. There we go. There's a 5-minute red candle. I entered again. Oh, that wick will get filled. That wick should get filled, that 45-minute wick. Thanks, Lukes. Appreciate you joining, man. Oh, we gonna be in profit by the end of this London session. Tibby tap the EMA. NZD, USD, Euro JPY, AUD, USD, GJ. Patrick, what's up, man? How are you? Hope you're having a good day, Patrick. Was good. Oh, we got 3 minutes, 2 minutes and 26 seconds until we get a new candle here. Two minutes and 26 seconds. Until the new candle. Thanks, Patrick. I appreciate you, man. That's awesome. Thank you. There's the rejection we were waiting for on the 15. 15 seconds before the candle closes here. There's a rejection. Let's go. Come back down, baby. Nice big old red candle. Yeah, reject, baby. It's a nice looking candle. Yeah, reject out of EMA, Ruben. Right that zone right there. It's having fun bouncing on it right there, huh? Have some fun. Hop down to the 30-second. This one will really get your heart going. You can even go down to 10 seconds. Struggling right at this key zone, which is a good thing. It's not breaking it. 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes of sitting at it. It's a good sign. Yeah, here we go. Let's get the movement downward. Let's get this thing to drop. We had the pullback. We had it retest the EMA ribbon. Now let's get it to drop here. Realistically, I think it can during London session. Yes, I think within the next 1 to 4 hours we get there. I mean, the market structure and the price action's perfect. It really is. This is like one of the best setups we've seen all week, other than the one this morning, which was also this trade, which did the same thing. So we've rejected London close and New York AM low. So we rejected those. We broke structure. It's coming up to retest this area right here. And it's clearly rejecting it. At least it is on this 5-minute chart. On the hour chart, this happens all the time where you have a big red candle and then a little bit of a green one to correct it. Big red candle, a little bit of a green one to correct it. Big red candle, a little bit of a green one to correct it. This is very common in candlestick patterns and understanding market structure. So it's not like this is uncommon or unexpected. And like we talked about earlier when we were talking about the 4-hour candle, we were saying, you know, it may come up and create a wick up here before it comes down. I think this has the potential to honestly go the TP3. I have mine set at all 3. I'm in 4 positions on this. So I entered again when we were at the top way up here on this line. So I actually have 1 position in profit right now, but obviously the others are not. But that's why when we talk about like what size, like if you're trading 1 lot, but you want to do it the way I do it, like you only trade 0.25, 0.25, 0.25, 0.25, 0.25, and you can get in at better positions in your drawdown, but you still want to maintain the same risk management. So you don't want to enter 4 lots. If your plan was to enter 1 overall, you want to chop that into 4 quarters. Or you can do 3/3, 0.33. If I were to put 1 trade in, it would be 40 lots. That's why I trade 4 10s. I'm going to give this until 10 o'clock, and then I'm going to obviously keep an eye on it on my phone here. I have my alert set up. If you guys don't know how to set up alerts on TradingView, I highly suggest you do it. You just click the little plus and click Add Alert. Once you add the alert, you'll see the dotted line, and you can rename it. So if you're sleeping or if you have your phone next to you, TradingView will pop up on your phone. I can actually probably show you guys. And tell you that you have an alert. So like earlier today when we hit TP1, see how it says alert on AUDJPY TP1? It's because I renamed it TP1. So you can name your stop loss, your take profit 1, your take profit 2, your take profit 3. Then you don't have to stare at the screen. Obviously, you should have those set in your broker already, but I like TradingView to just tell me, boom. All right. Does that make sense, David? And there goes my AirPods. Man, almost 3 hours. They lasted pretty good. Just gotta do a little switcheroo. Alright, we got 3 minutes and 37 seconds, guys. Shorter, smaller candles. Rejecting a key area. Nice. Let's get some tweezer tops. Let's get a nice little tweezer top close here. That would be quite swell. Ill, as the kids say. Nice. Great rejection there. Yup, that's what we wanted to see. Going into the hour, some bearish movement, wicked right off the fair value gap. Tweezer top close on the 15. Nice. I do. Alright, we got 30 seconds. Alright, guys, we're going to see how this candle opens, but that's going to be it for me. I'm staying in this trade. So everybody who's watching right now, just know I'm staying in it. I will send out a Discord message if we hit the stop loss or if we hit the take profit. Obviously, this is our last trade of the week. As you guys know, I do not trade Fridays. It's looking like we're going to end this one good. So I think we're going to come back down this way and possibly even catch the whole bottom of the zone, which would be really nice to see here. But we're going to keep an eye on this over the next couple hours. I'm going to watch it while I'm in bed here. But I appreciate you guys joining, as always. You know, I've had a lot of you guys in here pretty much the whole time. So it means a lot to me. I appreciate it. I hope it's helpful for you. But I'm going to end this stream how we normally do. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Adam. Adam, David, Patrick, Miguel, Jose, Jan, Kivy. Appreciate you guys. We just gotta sit on our hands here. Thiruk. Man, I always forget about you because your name is tough to pronounce. Thiruk Kumaran. Sorry, man. Thank you too. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back on Sunday night. However, keep an eye on your Discord for updates about this. All right? Thank you guys. Have a great night.